We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Jean Segura checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Perfect baseball weather. 82 degrees at first pitch tonight. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 on its way. Slap hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Here's Jarrod Dyson.
In the second spot tonight, the center fielder, number 1.
Segura runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Odor. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's Nelson Cruz now. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot, too. Leadoff man at third with 1 down. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse.
Hot shot to first base and a great play. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rangers, number 1, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
This is line to left. And that will be a base hit for Andrus. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning opening base hit. Stepping up now, Carlos Gomez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First delivery to him on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. And HR, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners entering play here tonight. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matt, it's been disappointing. I mean, here we are in the dog days of August, and this shows your colors right now. I mean, there's been a lot of bickering and complaining, but because they've been playing poorly, and it's hot, and they're all irritable. It's not a fun club to be around.
Runners on first with 1 down. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, pitcher can tell you a lot early in the game. With this veteran pitcher out here, fastball in. To me, it looks like he's going to try to take that inside half and say, that is mine.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he just misses with a curveball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Started that swing a bit too early.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit hard on the ground to short, and Beltre's got himself a base hit. Striding into the box, Rougned Odor. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 1-0 pitch on the way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is going to be a foul ball. Runners are at first and second with one away. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. In the dirt here. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cruz sprinting after it. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Ready with another 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Into the box, Mike Napoli, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Napoli.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And Seager will put this one away to retire the side. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He'll begin things here against Andrew Cashner.
Kyle Seager.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Seager will make the turn for second. And the Mariners have something going right away. It's a leadoff double. So stepping in, Danny Valencia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this is going to be a foul ball.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, 1 away.
Designated hitter, Leonys Martin.
High in the air out to center field. Gomez has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Here now is Mike Zunino. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Curveball that time, not even close. He's set, now the pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Moving under it, Gomez. And that retires the side. Now at the plate, Joey Gallo. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway.
Joey Gallo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Dyson going back. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Robinson Chirinos. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that swung on and fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you gotta bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again. He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Hey, I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Lays off 2-2 now. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. Settling in now, Dan Vogelbach. And he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Dan Vogelbach.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Again, he sends it out of play.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Another one sent foul. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Gene Segura standing in. A base hit in his first trip.
Gene Segura.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Andrews is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gerard Dyson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. This is flared out towards second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Ready for another chance? Nelson Cruz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider.
Now that's a slider that's pretty easy to recognize. Started on the outside, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. But one that's difficult is that one that starts in at you and still breaks over the plate.
Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that.
Leading out for the Rangers.
Here it comes now to Andrus.
Elvis.
The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
That's a bad approach right there. Look, you may get that pitch later in the at-bat. If you're going to take a swing first pitch, it's got to be a ball you can drive, and that was not the pitch.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. Valencia comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Center fielder number
So 1 gone in the
14.
inning, and that brings up the speedy Carlos Gomez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. The 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Digging in to try it again, Adrian Beltre. He singled his last time up.
Adrian Beltre.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is fouled at the plate. Runner goes for second in the dirt, and now let's see. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. Now a pickoff play at second, and he's back easily. Here it comes on 0-2. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll be back in standing up. Has a look, now the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Now batting.
Here's Rougned Odor now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this one will be foul back in among the fans.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Here's the 0-2. And that's a swinging strike three in the dirt. Zunino has it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Robinson Cano.
And Cano out in front of it as he pulls this one foul into the seats down the right side.
Nope,
and there's ball one.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
The batter,
digging in for his second at bat, Kyle Seager. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now here's a ball popped up. Playable, however, for Lucroy behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Left fielder.
Striding in once again, Danny Valencia comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there for strike one. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Tapped out in front of home. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Catcher.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Lucroy.
Now a flare out to left center. Segura into shallow left. He can't get to it. This one's down. At the plate, Mike Napoli. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Mike Napoli.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. From the belt, the pitch, and Napoli can't connect there as that's by him for strike two.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
On a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Now batting. Left fielder, Joey Gallo.
He's set. Here it comes. Joey Gallo comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. High pop up. Segura is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding in, Robinson Chirinos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Chirinos.
Liner toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now.
All
2
right,
men on, 2 away
17.
here in the 4th.
Shin-Soo Choo.
First delivery to him on the way. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Segura is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Standing in, Leonys Martin. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Leonys Martin.
Right over the middle, knee high.
If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now because he's been spotting that fastball pretty good most of the game.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Choo has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Here now is Mike Zunino. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to Napoli, takes care of him. 2 away now. Now at the plate, Dan Vogelbach. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. The pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is. Here's Elvis Andrus now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Number 1, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Hit down the 3rd base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the 1st out. Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Gomez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. Gomez waits. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Heading for second here is Gomez, and he'll pull into second with 1 away. Here's the 3rd baseman, Adrian Beltre. A hit in 2 tries so far. Comes set with the 0-1. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 now to Beltre. Hit swung on and missed the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Here's Rougned Odor now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch chopped weakly up the first base line, but it gets foul. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and that ends the inning. Jean Segura standing in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Shortstop, Jean Segura.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The center fielder, number 1.
Here's Jarrod Dyson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short, and this will be hauled in by Andrus for route number 2. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long. I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And strike 3 called as he says. Stepping in and ready for another shot.
Leading out for the Rangers, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. There to take it is Cruz, and that's the first out. Here's Mike Napoli now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. The windup and the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Boy, that was filthy right there. That was a great indicator of how well he's throwing the ball. He's going nice in the game, but that pitch was filthy.
And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. Here's Joey Gallo now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Smoke toward the hole. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit, and the throw will go to second as they get the force out. Ready for another chance. Robinson Chirinos. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Robinson Chirinos.
First offering on its way. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Paxton comes set. 1-0 on its way. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Robbie Cano now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Andrus fields it cleanly. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone.
Number 15.
Digging in to try it again. Kyle Seager. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Striding in once again, Danny Valencia. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's not great what he's been doing, but he's over 60% of the time. First pitch is going to be a strike. That's a nice little nugget to have if you're the starting pitcher.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away. And he will scurry back to first. As he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Leonys Martin. Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. From the stretch, Leonys Martin is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Looking at the first pitch for a strike, then takes a swing, and now you find yourself down 0-2. He's just got a battle. Spread out, get ready to swing at anything close, and make sure you don't get called out on a 3rd strike.
Gallo is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Digging in once again, Shin-Soo Choo.
We thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least 1 more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Cruz on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Here's Carlos Gomez. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Cruz ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And Gomez can fly. He's headed for 3rd. The relay throw. Seager's tag is too late. He's in there with a triple.
The 3rd baseman, number 29.
New pitcher coming on now as they'll hand it off to Casey Fiend here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Adrian Beltre is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the 1st strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate. And with that, the Carlos Ruiz will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Carlos Ruiz.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Here it comes. Inside with the breaking ball. 2-0.
Well, it's got a nice count, 2-0. I know he's looking for something to hit here, but hey, a walk wouldn't hurt you either. Down late in the game, Base runners don't hurt.
Think he would have liked the green light there. It's 2-1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first
Into the
baseman,
windup and the pitch. Dan Vogelbach stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's got himself into a good hitter's count.
And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Number 2.
So striding in, Jean Segura, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And the throw to first will take care of him, but it comes at a cost as the tying run is in to score.
Center fielder.
Here's Gerard Dyson. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And he takes a cold strike 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
This is on the ground over to first. Napoli's there, and he'll step on the bag himself. And here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He'll see what he can do leading off the homemade. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone. Here's Rougned Odor now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Rougned Odor.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Seager ranging into the outfield. 2 gone. Ready for another shot.
Catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. Ruiz corrals it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Ready once again, Nelson Cruz. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here's a high pop-up. Perez has a play. Makes the play. 1 away. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Chu is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
And another foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that two-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. Andrews is there, and the side is retired. Digging in and looking for more, Mike Napoli. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Number 5.
A ball hit softly on the line to third. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
The winning run is at first base. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the first pitch. Tapped up the first baseline. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. The 0-1. Fouled back. Now the 0-2 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out. So a big moment in the ball game here. Robinson Chirinos, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. The 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're...
A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the tops player of the game.
Hey, he wound up with 3 hits, triple, a double, a single, very close to the cycle, but he wasn't able to lose one over the fence. Still a great game at the plate, though.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rangers.